viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier iHypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So today's pod is an interesting walk down memory lane, and I was about to go live, I think about 12 minutes ago, and then I happened to look at the memory logs of my phone, and before I knew it, 10 minutes had just disappeared. And so I thought, what better way than to celebrate a moment like that, than reflect on the joy of adventures. So I've split it into three categories. The first is, of course, new adventures. So the question to you, of course, as a healer, as a coach, is, what are your new adventures that you have planned for 2026? Are these adventures that are going to take you into new spaces, maybe, where you are being more physical, or maybe where you're tapping into more of your mind, right? This is a question to really think about. And as you get yourself ready for these new adventures, just like you would for any other part of your life, how are you planning to prepare for these adventures? Is it going to involve you getting more fit? Is it going to involve you making more time for these adventures and therefore letting go of the old? Which brings me, of course, to the second point, which is the second frame, which is the old adventures renewed. So, even as I was looking at the videos and the photographs of probably the last 3 or 4 years, I was just reminded of, how when we think of adventures, sometimes old adventures are also renewed. So my question to you, of course, is, as a healer, as a coach, is that what are some of the old adventures that you are now renewing? Are these linked to the work that you do, especially as a healer, especially as a coach, or maybe even as a seeker? And if so, what are these old adventures that you're planning to go on? Are you planning to maybe invite other people on your adventures? Or are you just going to enjoy the knowing what it is to live these adventures over and over again? And of course, which brings me to the third frame, which is most important. Next is what? So, as you take the time to build out this year, 2026, into the most powerful year yet in your life, the question to really ask is that next is what? Especially when you think of it in the context of your life, when you think of it in the context of the work that you do, and also, most importantly, the person that you're becoming. Because if you reflect back on 2025 and several years before, remember, all of that has led you into being the person that you are today. So when you know that is who you are, the question really to ask is, next is what? And so, do leave a comment. Let me know what is your next is what. So quick recap. One is, as I said, the question to ask yourself is, next is what? The second frame to think of is that, what are some of these old adventures that you are now renewing? And lastly, of course, what are absolutely spanking new adventures that you're planning to go on and maybe discover new facets of who you are? As always, these pods have been made keeping you in mind, especially as a healer, especially as a coach, and of course as a seeker. And it's my intention to be able to help you on your journey. And if there's any way in which me or folks and members of our community can help you, then please come and join in and experience the power of the iHypnosis life. And as I always say, don't take my word for it. Come and experience it yourself. And if you feel that this has made a difference to you, our community, you're welcome to stick around, because we have tons of programs that we run Mondays and Fridays between 6 and 7. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. we do a communion where you get to meet all our members of the community. And of course, we do also have programs that are paid. The Monday, Friday sessions, the iHypnosis Life Experiences is a complimentary membership for you. And if you want to go deeper, we've got tons of different programs. On the weekends, we've got the foundation. At this point, it is 2.0. We will be soon launching 3.0. So stick around for the exciting updates. And of course, we do have the personal mastery program, which runs over 3 to 4 months, and we do it in about 3 cycles right through this year. So, like I said, lots to unpack and lots to go deeper into. So, I want to thank each of you, especially those of you who are already part of our community. I see Sangeeta's here and Abhishankar as well. So, thank you for tuning in. And I truly appreciate you. I recognize you for all that you're already doing against all odds, because you believe in yourself, and I see that and I see you. So, as always, having said all of that, remember to live your purpose. God bless, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.